Hey, what is going on, guys? Nathan here with a Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary, live gameplay commentary, actually. We're going to be playing on the infamous PL Upward. At least on my channel, it's quite infamous. I think not. I mean, infamous sounds a little bit like I'm exaggerating. I obviously am, but I have featured a lot of this map on my channel. It is crazy how much PL Upward I've played on this channel. So, I mean, it's somewhat justified because PL Upward is a very balanced map. I like it because it's very close quarters, so there's a lot of action going on, and a lot of like side routes and stuff where you can be sneaky. Because I actually like playing Ninjaneer is one of my like utmost favorite things to do in this game, and PL Upward is great for playing Ninjaneer because you can basically just there's always a side route to travel, always somewhere where you can sneak by where nobody's looking, and that's what I really enjoy about this map. Anyway, I wanted to talk about stuff. And by stuff, I mean, what have I been doing for the past couple of weeks? Why have I not made a video? All of that type of stuff. I'm sure all of you were very concerned. That was sarcasm for those of you who, I don't know what I'm getting at. Anyway, just wanted to kind of discuss in this video just the holiday season. Oh, I'm building at the wrong location. Okay, I'm going to take my level 3 sentry and I guess we're just going to face roll all the way to the end. You know what? Forget this century. This team is wrecking pretty hard. I actually just switched to this team because I was getting tired of playing on the other team where it was just spy sap after spy sap after spy sap. Which, let me actually talk about for that. Grammar. Talk about that for a second. I need to get rid of these. I have been playing a lot of Engineer recently because, the thing is, like, I've gone through this, I don't know if this is just maturing as a gamer, but I have stopped taking all video games seriously, and pretty much the only reason I play TF2 nowadays is to just play a game with my brain turned off, and honestly, Engineer is the best class to play when you want to sort of be that way, because let's see, I have a dispenser already built. I'm going to build one right here, and I'm going to not get some metal. I'm just gonna fire a couple shots. Engineer's the best is just the best class to play when you don't want to think, because I kind of play it rather mindlessly in that if my stuff is getting sapped or something along those lines, I am just going to, you know, I'm just gonna not care. I'm just gonna keep rebuilding. Like, you can destroy me all I want, all you want. Wow, I am not making sense today. I will just keep clicking that 4-1, keep building that century, and that's kind of how I play Engineer. And I actually like to play Ninjaneer just to like mess with people a little bit. So that's kind of my other secondary goal in playing this class. What have I? Where's my century? How did my century get hurt over here? Is the question. So let's see, what else? So Christmas season, holiday season, whatever you want to call it, went pretty well. I got lots of good stuff for Christmas, which is awesome, but more importantly, I did have a great time with family and friends. For Christmas, you know, hung out with family. For New Year's, hung out with friends, and New Year was awesome. We had this sort of nerd party where all my friends got together, we played Magic / League of Legends / whatever type of PC game you wanted for like over 12 hours. It was great. Commander in Magic is just so fun, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. Anyway, got some good stuff. I'm actually currently wearing one of my best, hang on, let me alt-tab. Okay. Currently, I am wearing one of my best presents that I actually got, which was a wireless gaming headset. I got the Logitech G930 headset. Now, I didn't really need a headset. Like, previously I was wearing Siberia V2s, which are great headphones. They're fantastic, and I actually like their sound quality better than these headphones, personally. It's just that my chair is a little bit weird. It's hard to explain, but like the arms come out. Basically, there's just a lot of places for the cord for my headset to get caught. So I've also gotten so tired of just like rolling over the wires and getting it caught between the chair wheels and all of that stuff. So I've been really, really, really craving a wireless headset for quite a while, and I finally got it. And plus, so I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering lately, and frequently, actually a lot of time during like my normal day, I'm kind of so like there's like a little table tray thing to the right of my desk, so I'm frequently at that table like tweaking decks or like figuring stuff out, looking at cards, stuff like that. And in order to not get tangled in my chair, I have a really short cord for my Siberia V2s, but like when I would lean over at the table, that cord isn't really long enough, so it's like there were just too many cord problems where I was like, I give up. I want a wireless headset, and I got one, which is great. I definitely love these. I can actually go anywhere in my house without missing any of like whatever, like a podcast or a YouTube video I might be listening to, which is great because if I want to just like go downstairs, get a snack, or like I don't know, even go to the bathroom if I wanted, which I would not advise, by the way. Don't ever do that, because these things, I mean, wireless headsets, even though you can go anywhere with them, you never really want to. I mean, like, it's not always advisable because, like, they can get water on them in the bathroom. Anyway, it's great. And, I mean, it may not sound that big of a deal, but it really is. Like, it is so nice. I don't know why I'm unsapping this being the round is over, but I don't know. Just instinct, I guess. So yeah, that was awesome, and besides that, I got some college stuff, and basically a lot of money, which is fantastic. I mean, who doesn't like money? So with that money, I've actually invested in a lot of Magic the Gathering stuff. So I got like a new playmat, and I actually built and bought all of the single cards for a white commander deck. It's basically a heavily modified white Commander 2014 deck with Kemba, the Ka Regent. And basically, it's just a deck, god dang it, that soldier took my ammo, that focuses on Token Swarm. Because Kemba basically works where if you have a lot of equipment, she'll spawn a lot of tokens for you. So it's basically an equipment deck, and it has the potential to wreck face really hard. When I initially got it, it beat my green commander deck 3 times in a row, but the more I've played it, the more it's kind of evened out. My green deck is really good too. Honestly, all of the commander decks I have, my black is a slightly modified Commander 2014 deck. My green is my own custom built trample deck, which is really good. And that deck specifically now has Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn, which I also got for Christmas, which is awesome. Love that card. It's a $50 card, but it's pretty much the best card in the game if you can afford the mana cost for it. Anyway, don't worry, I'm almost done with this topic because I know a lot of you don't even know what Magic the Gathering is. But let's see, so I got my white deck. It's been awesome. So now I have 3 commander decks. I have 2 finished 60 card decks. They are both modern legal, so I have a mono red burn deck. Like, there are literally only 4 creatures in that deck, and the rest is just burn. Like, you got your lava spikes, you got your lightning bolts, you got your lightning strikes, stuff like that. And the only creatures are Monastery Swiftspear, which is a Khans of Tarkir kind of classic, and Gutter Snipe, which is also awesome. And my next goal so far, this demo, man, are you serious? Oh my god, save the, okay, whatever. I guess heavies can just do that. Oh, I'm almost top fragging. I'm 36 and 12. Wow, I didn't, okay, whatever. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and I have a green and white 60 card deck. Selesnya ramp into rather large soulbound creatures. So you have like your Wolfir Silverheart and your Silverblade Paladin, which I have comboed those together multiple times, and that is quite possibly the best combo in the game in terms of creatures. Like, not infinite combos, but like you've got, it's like an 8/8 and a 6/6 with double strike is really hard to beat unless you've got removal in your pocket. But anyway, so I've been really into Magic. Like, Magic, you wouldn't think so, but it actually takes up a lot of like my daily time. Like, instead of playing like video games, sometimes I actually just mess with Magic cards and like figure out new strategies and like watch videos on like how to build decks and stuff like that. Which, I mean, I can link all of these in Tapped Out if you guys want. I don't know if anybody would be interested. Wow, I nailed 3 shots on him in a row with that. And this team looks like it's steamrolling pretty hard, but... let's see. So, yeah, still into Magic, and... we had, like, a huge Commander match for New Year's, which was awesome. Commander is just so fun. Like, it is so awesome. And it's my favorite game mode, hands down. So we played a huge Commander match, which took, like, hours upon hours, which is pretty, I mean, it's the norm when it comes to Commander. It just takes forever, which is good, because it's a lot of fun. Something that also takes a lot of time is Dragon Age Inquisition, which I've been playing. So, with some of the money I got from Christmas, I bought Dragon Age Inquisition. Fantastic game. I highly recommend it if you even remotely enjoyed something like Skyrim, or even, I don't know, World of Warcraft. Dragon Age Inquisition is for you, because it is just a much more in-depth, much more interesting, much more combat-based Skyrim. And, I mean, Skyrim is a great game, but, like... Total Biscuit actually said in his reviews that Skyrim has the what was it, the width of an ocean but the depth of a pond, and basically what he was saying is that it's a great game, it has good mechanics and all that, the combat is interesting, but in Skyrim where it falls flat is that nothing that you do really impacts the world. Like, you might be the oh, what is it called? The leaders of towns, like the czar, for lack of a better word, of Whiterun, the like leader or whatever of Riften and all that, and you might be a leader of the Thieves Guild and whatnot. Nobody really cares because the AI isn't set up to actually like interact with you in a different way, no matter what missions you've completed. In Dragon Age, it's set up a little bit differently, so you don't really run into that. But like, it's written better. The dialogue is more interesting. There are actually dialogue options. You can change how you interact with people by choosing different dialogue options. Like, the combat is awesome. It's just better looking. It's the combat is more interesting. There's different skills you can use. Whereas Skyrim, I mean, you're pretty much stuck with a sword and a excuse me. In Skyrim, you're pretty much stuck with, like, a sword and a shield, told to go and kill a bunch of things. But, I mean, Dragon Age is so much better. But the thing about Dragon Age is that it takes forever. Everything in that game takes a long time to complete. And that's kind of why I haven't really uploaded many videos, is because I've been playing a lot of Dragon Age. I mean, the main storyline takes, 50 to 100 hours, depending on how fast you want to go with it, and that's gigantic. And not even to mention side quests and stuff like that. But, that's great, because Dragon Age just has so much content. But that's also kind of my gripe with it, is that it seems slow-paced sometimes, just because, like, everything you do takes forever. Like, if you want to get a mission done in, like, a new territory, you have to run all the way there, which might be, like, a 5 to 7 minute run. So that's kind of the nature of the beast, though, which is fine. And the other thing about Dragon Age is that the loading, like, it was ported well. It runs smoothly, but the thing is, the loading times, for some reason, are ridiculously long. Like, I understand that your game, like, the world that you're loading is absolutely gigantic. The thing is, it takes 30 to 60 seconds, depending on your luck, basically, to exit to the main menu. And it's things like that don't make any sense. Like, I could see taking like 60 seconds to load the actual world that you're supposed to like play in, but you have loading time for something as simple as like exiting to the main menu, which makes no sense. Also, me and Josh, I've mentioned him on this channel before, him and I, we originally thought that in Dragon Age there was, like, story co-op, where you could actually play missions in a squad of 4 with, like, a friend. Turns out that's not the case. It's kind of just, like, a side co-op mission that's actually kind of garbage, to be honest. A lot like, something you might play Instead of being like a Borderlands-esque type of co-op where you play together to complete missions, it's kind of like a zombies type of co-op, for lack of a better example, I guess. You just kind of walk through separate rooms, killing different guys, and like that's it. Like I thought I would actually be exploring an open world with my friend, and like we would complete missions as friends, and we would choose different upgrades for our characters as friends. But that wasn't the case. So we were severely disappointed with that. So I don't know. I guess I really never researched it into what kind of co-op Dragon Age had. Anyway, Dragon Age Inquisition, great game. That's what's been taking up a lot of my time. Let's see. So Christmas was awesome. New Year's was awesome, and I am no longer excited, basically, to go back to school. Or I mean, like I never was, but it's just like all of the holidays are over, all of the festivities, and I really don't want to go back to school now. The semester's ending, and I am so excited to switch classes because the classes I have right now are actually rather boring, and they don't fit well with me. It's a lot of, honestly, the classes that I'm taking right now are all pretty much sciences. Well, 2 out of the 3 are sciences, and 1 other is like an English class. But I got like sort of a taste of what it would be to actually take classes in your major. So for second semester, I'm taking an online college class, and I want to be like a business. What was it? Oh, there's like a sniper dot. That was weird. Okay. Anyway, in college, I want to be like a business major. I want to actually start my own business, be an indie developer, stuff like that. And for that, I'll need a lot of business classes. And I thought they would actually be quite boring, but I'm taking a macroeconomics class for second semester, and like I got the textbook for it, and I started reading into like some of the textbook, expecting it to be extremely dry material, like just explaining stuff in the most boring way. But it was actually pretty fascinating. Like it actually kind of clicked with me in a way, because the subject that I'm reading about is actually applicable and is pretty much what is today's world. Like the business world is something that's really important, and like just the study of how money goes around in a society, and how like societies I don't know, and how their economies mingle is actually rather interesting. So there's that, and I'm excited to never take sciences again. I'm done. Like, science as a subject is great. It's just that college sciences suck, because there are things called lab reports which suck the fun out of that subject completely. And yeah, so let's see. Other than that, I've kind of been preoccupied with what have I done recently? Started playing League of Legends again, which is I've kind of just stopped playing ranked in that game altogether, because I figured out that like that game mode in that game was pretty much what got me angry at it. And I mean, I've just stopped caring about all these games. Like, you know, just playing ARAM in League of Legends is pretty much the most fun you can have, because nobody takes ARAM seriously. Like, something like Team Fortress 2, you can't take seriously, which is great. Like, as soon as you stop caring, the game is 5 times more fun. So I've been playing, like, a lot of ARAM, a lot of just normal matches if I wanna, you know, I don't know, keep up my skill set, if that makes sense. And I've been playing a lot of Legend of the Poro King, which is actually really fun. It's not, I mean, it's not as fun as something like Ultra Rapid Fire, but it's just a nice little winter game mode that's just something different. A break from the norm, so to speak. So I've been playing that. I downloaded Hearthstone, just out of curiosity. A few of my friends have been into that game, so I wanted to just kind of check it out, see what it was like. And I thought I would like it, to be honest, because I really like Magic, because they're both like collectible card games. It's just I found Hearthstone to be quite infuriating and rather annoying. I don't like, it's kind of a combination of factors, to be honest. I don't know the cards in Hearthstone, and I don't really like its mechanics versus Magic, to be quite honest. Hearthstone just seems more simple and more reliant on your draws, if anything. Hearthstone seems to be focused more on basically building your board of creatures faster than your opponent can build theirs. And I don't like that is extremely simple and stupid to me. There's not nearly as much depth in that, nor like card variety as Magic. Now, obviously, Magic has been around for 20-ish years, which, I mean, obviously it's going to have a greater card pool, but that still doesn't excuse the fact that Hearthstone has the simplest, the stupidest mechanics. I really don't like its mana system, to be honest. Now, in Magic, I'm a huge fan of playing green, because green relies on accelerating your mana into playing really high-cost, big creatures, which that is something I've been so accustomed to. I think just going back to basic mana, like, in Hearthstone, you get 1 mana crystal per turn, and that's largely unchangeable. Like, you have 4 mana this turn, your opponent has 4 mana this turn. You have 5 mana the next turn, your opponent has 5 mana the next turn. I don't like that. Like, that seems... Like, I feel like if I want to accelerate my mana, like, that should be a playstyle, and I should be able to do that if I want. Is it a spy? I think that sniper's a spy. I need to repair that. Yep, that sniper was a spy. That sentry's gone. Whatever. So I don't like the mana mechanics. I don't like the combat mechanics either. In Magic, I feel like... Okay, I thought I didn't have enough metal for that. In Magic, I feel like there's much more depth just in the combat alone. Because in Magic, you declare that you are attacking with your creatures, and it is up to your opponent to choose how they are defending against your creatures, which adds it's just a more interesting combat system. And in Magic, you have things like instants, you have flashes, you have more variety, like just stuff that does different things. Which means that, like, on Hearthstone, you largely can't do stuff during your opponent's turn, which is pretty much missing out on half of the game. Like, if you can't interact during your opponent's turn, what fun is there? Like, during half of the match, you're pretty much bored. Like, you're waiting for people to, like, you play your turn, and you build up your board a little bit, and then you wait for your opponent to build their board up a little bit. And, like, during that time, you don't have anything to do. Versus something like, that's a spy over here. Something like Magic, like, there's instants, there's stuff that you can do during your opponent's turn, which means that, like, you're looking for opportunities to play these cards during your opponent's turn to your advantage. I don't know if I'm making sense, but Magic is straight up more interesting, and Hearthstone is a little bit boring, to me. Not boring, it's just lacking in depth. I completely understand its draw. I understand why people think it's a great game, which it is, but it's just Magic is better. Like, there's almost no arguing that. It's just Magic is straight up better. So, coming from, like, a guy who's really big into Magic, Hearthstone just seemed like a downgrade, even though it's a free game, obviously. So I don't really play Hearthstone. And I don't think I will anytime soon. Let's see, besides that, what other games have I... Oh, I tried, in quotation marks, if you can see what I'm saying. I tried, playing Shadow of Mordor. So, Shadow of Mordor was voted on a lot of people's lists as, like, one of the top 10 games of 2014. I totally understand that. I can see its appeal just off of watching videos on it. But I tried it personally. He's getting my dispenser. Where's my dispenser? I don't know where my dispenser is. That's great. I tried it, and I found that there were weird, like, graphical issues that I'm not really going to get into because it doesn't really matter. But the main thing that turned me off from Shadow of Mordor was the controls. There are 4 settings for your sensitivity in Shadow of Mordor. There's like camera sensitivity, there's aiming sensitivity, there's camera aiming sensitivity, and then there's one other thing that I have no idea what it does, to be honest. And I found that literally these sensitivities varied so much in what you were doing that it's like I am not going to spend 2 hours figuring out the perfect sensitivity so that all of my sensitivities are always the same. Like, you could have literally just done one sensitivity, made the game 5 times better. It would be much less of a headache. So there's that. Let's see, what else have I done? I played Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. That was voted by Total Biscuit to be the top game of 2013, I want to say. Which it completely deserves it. That game, it's only a 3-hour romp, but it is one of the best short games you will ever encounter. That game is fantastic. Tells a great story. The controls are interesting. Just everything is great about that game. And I don't think it overstayed its welcome either, or at least, it's not like, it's good that it was only like 3 hours, because I feel like anything more than that, the game would have kind of lost its touch. Like, just being short and sweet is something that can actually be really valuable. Wow, I think that medic heavy combo is like the only thing that's keeping our team back right now. So as you can see, I do not take this game seriously. I will just derp around it as engineer all day long. If I really wanted to, I could probably go into an engineer mode, get a teleporter behind them, but that's not really, I don't know. That seems like too much work right now. So Shadow Mordor, I wanted to actually play it. It's just I was stopped by, I mean, it was ported well. It's just I don't know what the deal is with the controls. They're just really weird, and the graphical issue was odd as well, to say the least. So yeah, let's see, besides that, I've recently, so like, I've been watching a lot of Breaking Bad recently, and basically, a couple years ago when Breaking Bad was like the big thing, I never really was into it because I figured it was just another TV show. But I mean, I've tried it since then. Obviously, I'm on season 4, episode 5, I think, right now, and that show has got to be the best show ever made, like hands down. It's interesting, relatable story, and it has, oh my god, it's heavy. It has incredibly good acting. Like, that has to have the greatest acting. Like, that show, like, best in the world acting, to be quite honest. It is amazing. So I've been doing a lot of that, watching a lot of Breaking Bad. And that's pretty much, I mean, that's kind of what makes up my daily life. Magic, League, some TF2 here and there, Dragon Age, and what was I just talking about? Breaking Bad. And besides that, I've downloaded oh, what is this show? The Pacific, which is a great show. It really, I don't know, that show is just really intense, and I enjoy it for, I mean, it's just a great show, like, hands down. I mean, obviously it's just like a mini series, but regardless, it is like a show, whatever. So there's that, and YouTube. So, I don't know what it is, but, like, recently, within the last, 3 to 6 months, I've been into podcasts a lot. Like, podcasts are definitely the #1 thing I consume on YouTube at the moment. I'm pretty sure it was literally just that heavy medic combo that prevented our team from doing that. Oh well, at least I didn't get a kill off of me there. I've been watching a lot of podcasts, and that's, like, I haven't really been watching much else on YouTube, to be quite honest. Like, I've just been really into podcasts, mostly because, like, I feel like I can, like, multitask when I watch a podcast. Like, devoting enough attention to a YouTube video, even though it sounds like I might have, like, ADHD, it's kind of hard now. Like, I'd much rather be playing, like, League of Legends and listening to a podcast than actually watching, like, a full-on video now, which is kind of interesting. Just from a self-reflective standpoint, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. So there's that, and I've been watching a lot of Total Biscuit. Like, Total Biscuit has become my kind of recent favorite YouTuber, mostly because I feel like I agree with so many opinions that he has. Like, he is such a PC Master Race uh, critic, like very knowledgeable game reviewer that puts in the time and the effort to review all of these games. And I don't know, just I don't know what I mean, I just really appreciate his expertise and insight into a lot of the games that he reviews, and I just appreciate the sort of adult kind of professionalism in his videos. Like, he cuts out all of the bullshit per se of reviewing a game. Like, he says, if this is a terrible port to PC, he will call that out and he will absolutely eviscerate it for being that way. Like, he does not care at all. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really doing... Wow, Spy. Really? Thanks. You got a, one of those reverse sapper things on a level 1 Sentry. Good job. That really did a lot. And it's down. Alright, whatever. Let's see, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so Total Biscuit. Definitely my favorite YouTuber at the moment. And, I don't know. I've just been really been vibing with the whole PC Master Race sort of theme of this year. Honestly, this year, like, obviously with the end of the year, everybody's doing their top 10 stuff of 2014, top 10 worst things of 2014 in terms of gaming. And, I gotta say, this year in gaming really did suck. There were, you know, there were maybe... I couldn't come up with a number. I've watched a lot of, like, top 10 videos, whatnot. There may be 15 games that I would truly recommend to, like, every person because they're so good. And that's not a lot, really, in comparison to past years. I feel like this year was a disappointment for consoles on average, I would say. And the reason I say on average is because Wii U, surprisingly, probably was the console with the best year. The Xbox One and the PS4 pretty much sucked this year, and a lot of stuff that was supposed to be meant for Xbox One and PS4, which ended up sucking, sucked even more on PC because they were ported specifically for PC. And it's this kind of PC Master Race mindset that, like, I kind of share with, like, I mean, obviously a lot of people do, but, like, I just agree with so many of Total Biscuit's opinions on, like, the PC Master Race thing, where he's like, yeah, like, this year sucked. There wasn't really a lot of stuff, and the stuff that was good was few and far in between, and the stuff that was good on PC was even fewer and far in between, because almost all games are made for console basically and ported to PC, and I don't know what it is, but a lot of ports get screwed up where it's just like the game just straight up isn't as good on PC because it doesn't run as well. It might be more demanding. Like Assassin's Creed Unity, terrible. Like that was not only not ported well, it didn't even run well on consoles. I mean, there were so many disappointments. I think the theme of this year was disappointment, really, because stuff was hyped up this year to be more than it really was. You had things like Watch Dogs that failed miserably. You had things like Destiny that failed miserably. Assassin's Creed Unity was hyped up, failed miserably. And I mean, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. There was obviously good stuff, but I don't know. I guess it's just easier to pick on the bad stuff. So that's that. Have I talked about? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, the other big news is that we actually got a new cat recently, which is awesome. Not as part of a Christmas thing, but just as more of a, you know, I guess, I don't know, we're just getting a new cat, and that's awesome. She's a long hair, she's really small, she's 2 years old, and I'll get some video of her eventually, but super awesome little kitty, and it'll be interesting how she kind of interacts with our other cat right now, who is also a female sort of kitten cat. She's 4 years old, so 2-year age difference. So I think we're gonna see a lot of tussling between two high-strung cats, which will be really funny. And yeah, that's awesome. I don't know if I've talked about school. Yeah, I think I have. So there's that, and we've got an Uber coming in. I'll help out this fellow engineer. Their Uber almost has to be done, and the sentry went down. Okay. Rebuild. Nature of the beast as engineer. You just, like, your stuff's gonna get destroyed. That's pretty much the definition of Highlander engineer. From what I remember from competitive TF2, you just, you are there almost as, like, a shadow defense. Like, your team is gonna stop the enemy team, not your sentry. Like, your sentry's there as just cannon fodder, at that point when you're playing Highlander engineer. And it's kind of just how, like, that's kind of just a more magnified version of pub engineer. That's just the nature of the beast. Your stuff is gonna die no matter if you want it or not, and you just gotta rebuild. But I take that kind of to an extreme. I'm like, I could literally just build a sentry 10 times in a row. They could destroy it, and I could just not care, because that's how little I care about video games right now. Which is not, like, it's not, I mean, being arrogant, per se. I feel like that could be taken the wrong way. It's just that I've like, stopped being, I don't know how to describe it, nitpicky about how I do in games. Like, I just don't care how I do anymore. Which is, I mean, I view it more as, like, a... we gotta unsap these. Okay. More is just a more mature view on video games. Like, it's not meant to be taken seriously, so why am I taking it seriously? Like, that type of stuff. Okay, let's kill the spy that's actually causing the problems here, gentlemen. That would be the best decision. I'm gonna go upgrade my teleporter. Let's see. So yeah, had a great holiday season. That's pretty much what I've been up to for the past couple of weeks. And yeah, I guess I don't know what the future will hold. We've got robotics that has started up in school, so that's a little bit more interesting. That'll take up a little bit more time after school. Okay, we gotta... I'll help him build up a sentry. Come on, put a sentry down. I'll help you. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, robotics started. We got our kickoff event video, which is going to be a little bit interesting. But, pretty much, the only, I mean, I don't know if you guys are in, like, your local robotics, but, it is a lot of fun. And, if you're not, I would definitely suggest checking out whatever, you know, activity that you have at your school. It's just a lot of fun for, like, nerdy type of people. Like, I know it sounds cliche, kind of, sort of. I'm not really sure if it really does anymore, being this is the 21st century. But it's just a great activity for people who, you know, don't really want to be in athletics, but still want to be involved. And, you know, you'll learn some useful stuff in life, such as construction and programming and that type of stuff. Which, I mean, in my high school, our, like, shop class was actually cut. So, we have no idea what we're doing. Which is sometimes a problem, to be honest, but overall, it's good. I think we just won this match, and I think here's what I'll wrap up the video. So, thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to bring a video, say hi, tell you guys what has been up, what's been going on, and I think, yeah, it's been a good video. So, I don't know when I'll make my next video. I don't know what it will be on. Maybe I'll make a video explaining my white deck, because Magic is one of the things that I've been passionate about, and like I've said in past videos, I will always make videos on what I'm most interested in at the moment. So I don't know, you guys might just see some more Magic. I don't care if it doesn't get views. That's kind of the way of the beast if you wanna just upload whatever you want. So I am totally willing to accept that. I make videos for fun, not for views. I mean, obviously for views, but not for, like, I don't try to maximize my views as much as possible. I just kind of do stuff like this. Just sit down, play a relaxing game, and talk about it a little bit. So I think that is where I'll wrap up the video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave a rating and all that good stuff. Feel free to subscribe. And I'll see you all later.